you guys, it's your girl T. So everybody named Mama has been asking me for the past few days since I was down south to talk about the whole Azealia Banks situation. If you guys don't know, over the weekend, Azealia Banks came out with a 20-minute video basically explaining why she has decided to bleach her skin. If you guys have not seen the full 20-minute video, it's on my website. You guys can check it out. The link is down below. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys a small snippet of what she had to say. Check this out. I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
I think that, you know, it can be kind of hypocritical for people to just kind of jump out and be like, oh, well, you like, blah, 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 shame on you for skin bleaching and shame on you for doing this. But, you know, this is a very, 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 very common thing. Yeah, and it's all about doing it right and getting the right things so you don't look like chalk or whatever. What's the difference between getting a nose job and changing your skin color? What's the difference between wearing a hair weave and changing your skin color? You know, nobody was upset when I was wearing 30-inch weaves and, you know, tearing out my edges and doing all type of like that. You guys loved it, but what is the difference? You understand? I don't understand what the difference is.
All right, so you guys just saw what she had to say. So after her video went viral, Sassy from the Black Ink crew decided to go off on Azealia Banks. She called Azealia Banks out on her bullshit and her hypocrisy. I want you guys to go ahead and check out what Sassy had to say. Check this out, and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
This blackness, honey, is everything. So for you to sit here and try to compare getting a nose job to skin bleaching just shows us all how much or how less you really love yourself. You sound ignorant as fuck. Because the last time that I checked, an entire race of humans were not being discredited, were not being broken down, were not being killed, mutilated, hung, enslaved because they had fucking big noses or short hair or fucking long hair or big tits, little tits. It was because of this blackness. This shit that you can't wipe off, baby. All of this. It was because of that. Do you know how many fucking people died in order for you to be proud to live in this black skin? And here you are taking the quickest chance that you can to get it away.
So you guys just saw what Sassy had to say. And kudos to Sassy. I definitely agree with her. And it's always good to see more black women step up and call out the bullshit for what it is, okay? Now I watched Azealia Banks' entire 20-minute rant. She has a very ugly attitude at times. You know, I feel like she has a pretty face, you know. But I feel like she definitely has self-esteem issues. If you guys have been watching my videos about Azealia Banks, I've been talking about this girl now for like the past year, ever since she started beefing with Iggy Azalea. One of my subscribers basically sent me a video of themselves, you know, basically saying that me, Lovelyti, called this out, and I did. So we're going to go ahead and play what my subscriber had to say, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys 2 flashbacks of me telling you guys months ago that this was coming. Check this out.
Still hear about Azealia Banks, but honey, it is true. That girl is lightening her skin. Now, the first person who called this out was Lovelyti at Lovelyti 2013. That's her YouTube channel.
I feel like that's why she goes out so much, because she secretly wants to be like these other women. And now she's finally following the footsteps of them by getting the breast implants. And mark my words, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, her ass will be getting some ass injections. I see that being the next step. I wouldn't be surprised if she went and fixed her teeth. I wouldn't be surprised if she got a nose job. I wouldn't be surprised if she starts lightening her skin. You know, that's just part of the Hollywood hip-hop package. If you guys know Dentsia, she's the woman who created Whitenicious, which is a skin bleaching product. And basically, Azealia Banks is giving her props. The same woman who talks so much shit about skin bleaching, who called out Nicki Minaj in the past and Beyonce in the past for bleaching their skin. But what did I tell y'all a few weeks ago? When she made that post talking about,
so got some new titties, y'all.
I told y'all in that damn video that she wasn't shaking them damn titties for no damn reason. I said, you just wait. Soon she'll be bleaching her skin, getting ass injections and everything else. And now the truth has come to pass. She is bleaching herself, but she claims that she's only bleaching her knees and not her entire skin. You know, Azealia Banks needs to have several seats. This woman is literally known more for her Twitter rants and her Twitter drama than she's known for her music. All right, so you guys just saw the flashbacks and what I had to say months ago. So people want to know what my opinion was of this situation. And I'm not one to say I told you so, but honey, I told y'all. You know, I would respect Azealia Banks more had she come out and said, you know what, the reason why I'm bleaching my skin, she's trying to call it lightening because somehow it sounds better. But the reason why she's bleaching her skin is because as a dark-skinned woman, we're told constantly that we're not good enough. Our skin tone is not pretty enough. Our features are not good enough. Had she said that and been honest, I would slightly respect her.
All right, Azealia Banks once again was going in on Twitter. Now, she tweeted out, "It's so effing hurtful." She said, "The treatment I get for being a dark-skinned woman just makes me want to lay down and die sometimes. They hate us and they treat us like dogs, then turn around and ask why we're mad. I don't care what anyone says. Men in general despise dark-skinned women."
But for her to say that she's bleaching because it's no different than wearing a wig or getting breast implants or getting a nose job, it's very different. You know what I'm saying? You're literally putting chemicals on your skin to alter your skin tone. You want approval from Hollywood and you want to be closer to the European standard of beauty. Point blank period. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. A lot of people, especially dark-skinned people, as you guys know, one of my very first videos I ever put on YouTube was about skin bleaching because I was raised around bleachers my whole life. This is nothing new. And I always hated the hypocrisy, how they would try and tell me to love my brown skin and I should be proud of my brown skin. But I would steadily look at people in my family get lighter and lighter and lighter. I have aunts in my family, cousins that I grew up with that I don't even recognize. They went from my color to Beyonce's color, but yet I'm supposed to be proud of my brown skin. You know, the hypocrisy always pissed me off because you can't tell me to love myself, but all the while you don't love yourself because you're steadily getting rid of your brown skin. You know, but as I got older, I had to tell myself I can't judge them. I get it. I get why they bleach. I get why they lighten their skin because it's very hard being in this skin and having to have a positive attitude, especially when you're constantly bombarded with just negative comments, you know, on social media. And I understand, you know, the trolling and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we're humans, you know, and certain things can get under your skin. And when people are always telling you and always trying to remind you that you're not as good as, or that you have no right to talk about certain topics because you're dark skinned or because, you know, they think you're ugly or just whatever, it is very frustrating. And I think that the reason why she's bleaching her skin is, one, she's not happy with herself. And two, a lot of that pressure comes from society. You know, so for me, she should have kept that real as to why she's really doing it as opposed to trying to make excuses. And another thing that bothers me about Azealia Banks is her hypocrisy. And I've called her out for this time and time again. You know, this is the same woman who called out Diana Ross, who called out, you know, Lil' Kim, Nicki Minaj, and countless women for bleaching their skin. And I said in those videos, the reason why this girl is upset is because at this point in time, she can't afford to do the same thing. She called these women out for getting breast implants and getting their ass done. Then when she got the money, she got breast implants. You know, and I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, the next time we see her, she has her ass done as well. You know, a lot of times when people feel the need to constantly go in on people and point out their flaws and say, you know, what they got done and what's, you know, real and not real about them, a lot of times they're just saying that because they're mad that they can't do it or they can't afford that. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you have to keep dwelling on what somebody else is doing to themselves, what plastic surgery somebody else is having. Like I've always said, to each his own when it comes to plastic surgery. I don't care what people do to their bodies. The only thing that's ever bothered me with plastic surgery is folks who front. Yeah, I don't care if you get plastic surgery, but please don't act like you were born with that ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you get lipo, but please don't act like, you know, all day, every day, all you did was crunches when you went to a doctor to go get your body lipo. You know what I'm saying? It's not about hating. It's not about anything. If I want right now to go to a plastic surgeon's office and get breast implants, get my ass done, get lipo, get whatever, I can afford to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about that. Like I said, to each his own. It's all about what makes that person comfortable. But I just really wish that people would keep it real. You know, I just hate when people make excuses for why they get things done. You're doing it because of societal pressures. You feel like you have to be shaped a certain way, look a certain way, because that's what the media constantly feeds us. You know what I'm saying? If the media wasn't feeding us that, there would not be hundreds of women out here dying and being maimed from illegal butt injections. You know, so the whole situation is crazy. I think Azealia Banks has very low self-esteem, and she's trying to cover that up by making excuses for her lightening her skin. At the end of the day, does she have the right to lighten her skin? Azealia Banks can do what the hell she wants to do. She's a grown woman. So what she chooses to do to her body is her business. But like I said, I just feel like she's full of shit and she's a hypocrite. You can't be pro-black but have issues with your melanin, okay? So I can't take anything about her seriously. But I definitely hope that, you know, her bleaching her skin and doing all the shit that she's doing to herself, hopefully it'll help her career. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's going to be a waiting game. So kudos to Sassy for calling her out on her bullshit and calling her out on her hypocrisy. So anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire crazy situation, once again, concerning Azealia Banks and her bleaching her skin. Do you buy the reason that she's bleaching her skin? Or do you feel like Azealia Banks is full of shit because she called out so many women in the past and now she's doing the same thing? Or do you feel like, you know what, it's her body, she wants to bleach her skin, it is what it is? And then how do you feel about what Sassy from Black Ink Crew had to say to Azealia Banks as well? So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.